Hi there, I'm James LaVeck, and this is Life After Losses. It's a space where this double widower shares thoughts and strategies on living life after losses. This is entry 279, the confidence of experience. Well, there's a difference between being ready and knowing you'll be okay once things start. Most of us spend a lot of time trying to prepare for what's coming next. We think it through, we plan it out, we try to anticipate how things are going to go. But, at some point, preparation only takes you so far. And what replaces it isn't more planning. It's something you've already built, whether you realize it or not. So let's get into that. If you have followed along for a while, part of my trigger avoidance practice is this. Think ahead about how you want your triggering day to go and take measures to control it. Confidence comes from preparation, and being prepared usually means you put in the time to understand what you're walking into. You study, you practice, you think through how something might go, and you think of all the variable responses you'll have. You try to get a sense of what's expected so you're not caught off guard when the moment comes. And that kind of confidence matters. It gives you something to stand on when you step into something new. But there's another kind of confidence that only comes from experience. And if it doesn't show up right away, for example, the first time I stepped in front of a camera to deliver a performance, I was nervous. I knew my lines. I had a clear idea of how I wanted to deliver them. In my head, it all made sense. I had a version of the scene that I felt ready to execute. Then I got into it with a scene partner. And as we started working through the scene, I could feel things changing. Their intensity, their pacing, the way they delivered their lines, it all affected what was happening in the moment. And without really planning to, I started adjusting and matching. What I thought I was going to do was not what I ended up doing. And here's the thing. I wasn't abandoning the work I had done. I was building on it, responding to what was actually happening in real time. And instead of trying to hold on to what I had imagined ahead of time, that was the moment it clicked for me. Knowing my lines and understanding the character helped me get there. But being in the scene, reacting, adjusting, staying present with another person, that's where it became real. Now, what I thought I knew turned into something I could rely on. That experience taught me something very important. The next time I stepped in front of the camera, I was still prepared. I still knew my lines. I still had a sense of the scene and my character, but I approached it differently. I wasn't trying to control how everything would go. I trusted that once I was in it, I'd be able to respond to whatever was in front of me. And I didn't need to have to worry about every moment figured out ahead of time because I had already been through the experience of adapting in real time. That changed how I showed up, not as an actor, but in how I approached the work. And over time, that kind of experience changes how you deal with uncertainty. You stop needing everything to go exactly as planned. You stop relying on a perfect setup before you begin. You start to trust that you'll be able to handle what happens next, even if it's not what you expected. And that kind of confidence isn't something you have to shout from the rooftops. Instead, it shows up in how you move through things, in the way you stay steady when something doesn't go according to plan, or in the way you adjust without overthinking it, in the way you don't feel the same pressure to prove that you know what you're doing, because you've already been in situations where you didn't know, and you figured it out anyway. That's the part that builds over time, not just what you know, but how you handle what you don't. And let's face it, we all know way less than we know. So we need to learn how to handle what we don't know. And the more you experience that, the less you need to rely on certainty to feel confident moving forward. I'm reminded of when I was started in my career as a consultant. The SVP who greeted all the new hires made a comment that really speaks to flexibility and our adaptability by telling us to be a Gumby. So this bendable toy sits prominently on my desk as a reminder to be prepared, but flexible enough to adjust when needed. And over the years, I've learned that between preparedness and flexibility, life can be pretty good. So now it's your turn. This week, I'd like you to think about a situation in your life where you feel pressure to have everything figured out before you begin. Now, take a step back and look at your past experiences. Where you handled something in real time, even when it didn't go as expected. Did you insist on rigidity or did you allow some flexibility? What did that teach you about how you show up in these moments? And how might that change the way you approach what's in front of you now? Give that some thought. Thanks for watching.